What's up, guys? The Amigo Boys here, and I am going to make a part two on the starter build guide here, because some people pointed out that Hierophant actually, in most cases, was better than the Scion. This guy here, Shotokan123, as well as Robert P on YouTube, they pointed out that Hierophant was way better since it first of all gave you more clear speed due to the 100% or 50% placement speed, as well as 20 and 20 here, so that's 90% placement speed. That is correct. As also and also is more tanky. It gets a little bit less life, right? But the fact that you can generate endurance charges, um, which gives you flat physical mitigation, is really great since we are using the Abyssus helmet. On top of that, if you have some points to spare, you can even pick up this endurance charge. Uh, Okay, you can actually pick up all three endurance charges if you want. The other thing that's changed a little bit, of course, is the fact that we are starting at the Templar, so we don't have access to the attack speed nodes on the other side of the tree here. Um, and yeah, apart from that, there isn't really much that changed tree-wise, but the gear changed a little bit as well. Now on the helmets, you can be able to get wet oh wait, yeah, I forgot. Okay, we don't take blood magic now, so that means we can get auras, and we don't use the helmet that disables our spells, Grufkul's Pelt. Instead, we use a belly or whatever you can find. Now, the fact that we now can use our spells makes us able to get auras as skills. Now we're using Hatred and Herald of Ash for giving us more damage. It also works. It gets multiplied a little bit as well, since we get some penetration from our ascendancy here. Where is it? We get 5% pen when we have a power charge. We will always having maximum power charges, and you get a little bit more reduced elemental damage taken as well. But yeah, since we're using those elemental auras, that means that we can now try and get wet on our jewelry. That will bump our damage up even more. I don't have it here because this is just like some crappy gear for the new league. And the damage is really good. Now we can multiply your totem DPS times 4 because we have a more totem. So that's really good. On top of that, now they said that free prop jewels is better than actually Murderous Eye, and that's true. However, the Murderous Eye will give you more life, so you can mix and match however you like. I think the free prop jewels will actually be pretty cheap if you get them with totem damage, but that depends on how the meta will be. Um, yeah. Another thing is that we are now getting 25% more area of effect while we have Arcane Surge. This is huge, but first of all we need to find a way to generate Arcane Surge. We don't take the note here that we get it when we hit an enemy with a spell, because we don't use spells anyways. Instead, we now have our Orb of Storm set up with Curse on Hilt Ability and Arcane Surge level 1. It's really important that this is as low level as possible, because the Arcane Surge will make it require more mana to proc at the higher levels. And we don't care about the buff at all, we don't give a fuck about cast speed or spell damage, so level 1 is fine. We only want it for the 25% AoE here. You could also take the Divine Guidance, but I think that's going to be problematic, since we don't have too much mana, and the 10% damage here will make you able to not always be able to cast your skills. So I don't like having any damage taken as mana before life, as that will just make it really awkward when you try to place totems without full mana. But now we should be able to sustain our mana cost even without blood magic, as I just realized that Ancestral War Chief does not increase its mana cost at levels according to the wiki, so it would only maybe cost around 40 to 50 to place each totem, and we regenerate around 26.7 mana here, and and that's without the 2% when we have 4 totems, and the 2% of this should be translating into around 12 more, so that's almost 40 per second, which should be enough for general map clearing and stuff like that. So overall, this build is much better. I will link the path building down below. One thing to notice is you will require a little bit more dex, so you have to pick up this node here, and also even this one if you don't have any dex on your gear. The tree here is level 90, and is the most optimized, I think. So yeah, guys, I just want to say thank you to for the feedback on the video. Thanks to Robert P and Shottercan123. And yeah, see you guys in Bestiary League, and peace out.